Hi guys! Yes, I am back with another violin tutorial. Now I know it's been forever since I did a violin tutorial and I am so sorry. I'm just too lazy to record a video, but thankfully the person who suggested me this tutorial, Wesker Redfield, he wants me to do the chorus part of Electric Daisy Violin, which is pretty good because this is actually much easier to teach you guys than the second verse, which I was planning on doing. And anyways, the chorus part sounds like this. Just to keep in mind, before you learn through this tutorial, this song has 3 sharps, and that is the F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp, which makes the song an A major. Also, if you're going to be playing the actual speed, it is 128 beats per minute. And luckily, this one, like I said, is not as hard, so let's get to it. Sorry guys, I had to cut this part out because the stupid virus thing keeps appearing on my screen and it just interrupted. So after that, quarter note F sharp. Then down bow is going to be 2 eighth notes followed by a quarter note, and that's going to be an E, and then C sharp. And then the eighth note C sharp is tied to a quarter note C sharp, which is the next measure. So if I were to play the first measure, it would sound like this. And then next up bow is going to be 2 eighth notes, 4th finger E, and then C sharp. And then quarter note F going down. And then going up is going to be 2 eighth notes, E and C sharp. If I were to play through the first measure slowly, it would sound like this. The next measure after that is going to be a note, and then 2 E's, a note, and then 2 E's, and then a note, and then 1 E. What I mean by is it's going to be something on the A string and then cross over to the D string, which is this E I'm talking about. The first note is an open A, and then 2 E's, B, first finger, and then E, C sharp, and then 1 E. And they're all 16 notes, by the way, so it would sound like. You would start off with the open A. And if you notice, I held my first finger down as I was crossing from the E to the B because they're perfect fifths. And the violin is tuned in perfect fifths. So I can place my first finger for both of those notes. And I just throw down my second for that C sharp. Each of those notes in between the 2 E's, I want you to accent them so that you can, I guess, make those notes stand out more. And then that, by the way, the next note after those 16 notes is going to be a 8th note C sharp, and then an 8th note E tied with another 8th note E, equaling 1 quarter note. And then the very last note of that measure is a B, 8th note, tied with the first B in the next measure. So if I were to play it, it would sound like. It's going to be an 8th note D, tied with another 8th note D, but still going up bow. Then you have 2 16th notes C sharp and D. If I were to play starting on the third measure, which is the 16th notes up to that part, it would sound like. And then down bow is going to be 4 16th notes, C sharp, B, A, G sharp. G sharp, which is going to be your 3rd finger, your high 3rd on the D string. And then the last beat of that measure is 2 eighth notes, F sharp, and then E. Now, if I were to play through the first 4 measures slowly, it would sound like this. What I like to do in the next measure, when I hit that next quarter note F sharp, which is on D string, is I start my second finger on the F natural, and then I slide towards the F sharp. So it sounds like. that's what I hear in the music video. That slide. So after that quarter note F, 2 eighth notes third up bow, which is a fourth finger E, and then second finger C sharp on the A string, down bow quarter note F, 2 eighth notes third up bow, open E, and then C sharp. And the next measure after that, we are on the sixth measure by the way, 2 eighth notes open A string, and then C sharp eighth note, 2 eighth notes third up bow, which is E and C sharp, quarter note F going down, and then E and C sharp again. And the next measure after that is going to consist of 2 sets of 4 16th notes, and it's going to be an open A, 2 of them, and then C sharp, 2 open A's again, and then open E, and then C sharp. So it sounds like. Accent on the first C sharp and then accent on the E, so it sounds like. And then down bow A, and then E, and then they're tight. They're slurred by the way, and they're eighth notes. And then you're gonna go up bow, eighth note A, and then 2 eighth notes being tied B, and then G sharp on the E string, which is your high second. Again, 2 eighth notes being tied, and then another one F sharp, and then the last note is going to be an E, eighth note tied to a quarter note E. So 1.5 beats of E. So we just got through the first 8 measures, and let me play that slowly. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. We are moving on to the next 8 measures, and it's going to feature a half note F sharp, and then what I do on this one is I start on the F natural on the E string, which is a low 1, and then glide to the F sharp, and then that half note F sharp is going to be tied with an eighth note F sharp, followed by 2 16th notes open in F sharp, so it sounds like. And then up bow is going to be the last beat of that measure. Open E, C sharp, B, A. After that, it's going to be 2 F sharps on the D string, A, 2 F sharps again, and then hold down your second finger so you can go from F sharp to C sharp, and then F sharp again, and then after that's going to be 4 16th notes slurred down bow, D, 4 finger E, D, C sharp, and then 2 eighth notes slurred up bow, B, open A. Next is going to be 2 sets of 4 16th notes, E on the D string, open A, E again, B, hold on your first finger so that you can go from E to B, and then E again, eighth note C sharp, 2 eighth notes tied together, E, and then B, and then D, followed by 2 16th notes, C sharp and D. Going down bow, 4 16th notes, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, and then 2 eighth notes going up bow, F sharp, and an E. Next measure, if you want, start on your second, low second, from F natural to F sharp so you can glide. I guess the proper term is glissando, gliss or slide. Up bow, 2 eighth notes, E and C sharp, fourth finger E. Down bow, quarter note F sharp on the E string, and then open E, C sharp, eighth notes slurred up bow, and then 2 16th A, and then C sharp, eighth note, 2 eighth notes E and C, and then a quarter note F going down bow, and then 2 eighth notes E and C. and then 2 A's, C sharp, 2 A's, E, 2 C sharps, all 16 notes by the way, and then down bow, 2 eighth notes, A and E, up bow, eighth note A, 2 eighth notes being tied together, B, G sharp, F sharp, and then eighth note E tied with a quarter note E, up bow, and then finish off with a glissando F sharp. Alright, those were all the 16th measures of the chorus part of Electric Daisy Violin. Now what I usually do in my previous tutorials is I start off slow and then gradually go up to speed, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to be doing this in not necessarily like half speed, just pretty slow. Maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's just something I figured out when I'm talking about the 2 eighth notes being tied together. I guess the purpose of that is to be offbeat from the original beat, if any of you know what that means. If you don't know what I mean, then just keep listening to Electric Daisy Violin, and you're going to be hearing a note and then the original beat. It's just a really cool effect. And then the eighth note tied with a quarter note just resets it back to the notes being on the actual beat. I'm not sure if that made any sense. Alright, now let's gradually increase the speed. I'm not sure exactly what beats per minute. I don't have a metronome. I'm just using my best judgment or best guess. But we're going to go at 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we're nearly getting there. Now I'm going to increase the speed, but we're not up to the original tempo yet. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, now let's get to the original speed. Set your metronome at 128 beats per minute. Ready, guys? 1, 2, ready, go. So thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. Please share this video. Please share all my other videos to your friends. Eventually, I know for sure that they will spread. A lot more people will be seeing my videos, and therefore I could be doing a lot more bigger stuff in the future. And I got something big planned for my 300 subscribers, so stay tuned to that. And thank you guys so much for watching this. I can't thank you guys enough. Like, we are almost at 300. I used to remember back then I was so happy. Well, I guess I was happy. I used to remember I was happy when it hit 30 subscribers, and I can't wait to hit 50 so we could do that Lindsey Stirling marathon. It's just amazing how time passes by and it's so much different. It's just so weird looking back to my old videos and just seeing, oh my god, I was at 30 back then, and I was so happy about that. Back then I mentioned 18 subscribers and 529 video views. I'm almost at 20,000, and I never even thought that my videos would be noticed because there's a lot of YouTube channels. Anyways, I just rambled on too much. Thank you guys for watching. I will be doing more upcoming violin tutorials, more covers, and then more bigger things in the future. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching this violin tutorial, and I will have a nice day as long as you guys have a nice day. Bye!